Yeah, because I'm tired.
I know you. And we are back. That Ain't Rap Podcast. Your host Triborough and Reg, as always. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Today we're doing a special show for Usher Raymond. You know, Usher is about to perform the halftime show at the Super Bowl today. You know, go Niners. I'm picking them to beat the Chiefs by 3 points. We'll see what happens. But I wanted to do something special. I never did this before. You know, based on the artist that's performing at the Super Bowl, and many, you know, over the years we've had great Super Bowl performances from Rihanna and Coldplay, Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, Prince, Michael, rest in peace. They were all great, and I wanted to do like the best 20 Usher songs of all time from his vast discography. You know, from his first album all the way up till now with the new album that just dropped on Friday, Coming Home. And you know, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna give our from 20 to 10 picks, and then from in the top 10, if there's any songs on that list that mean a lot or that stand out, we'll talk about it. But I don't want to make this like a long video because I know people got you know, Super Bowl parties to attend and getting ready for the game. So for me, I'm gonna start it off. My number 20 for me was a song called "Appetite" from the Here I Stand album, which I enjoyed that song, and he was rapping on that. That was fire. Number 19 for me was Euphoria from Looking for Myself. That album. Number 18 was Confessions Part Two. I love that
Ooh.
song. It probably would have been high on a lot of other people's lists, but that's my 18. Number 17 was a new song that just dropped from the Coming Home album. That's currently the first single, and I heard a lot of people already give their thoughts on the new album. People saying it was weak, or some people like it. And I heard one R&B page on Instagram say that this is the best song on the new album. It's called Ruin. You know, the video's out for that. With his daughter is in the video with them, his little daughter. That was I already like that song. Number 16 for me is One Day You'll Be Mine from the My Way album. 15 for me is No Limit from the Hard to Love album. 14 is DJ Goddess of Falling in Love. Again, that song was dope. Number 13 for me is Good Kisser. That was like a single that I believe it was the bonus track on the international version of Hard to Love. Number 12 for me was OMG from the Raymond versus Raymond album. Number 11 for me was If I Want To, one of my favorite cuts from the 8701 album. And I'll let you go now from your 20 to 11
Okay.
if you have
Tell
any.
me, number 20 is Call Me a Mac from Poetic Justice soundtrack. Fire,
Yes.
fire, fire joint. Number 19 is You Make Me Wanna. You know what I'm saying? I want to say that was coming from the My Life album.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, classic joint. Number 18, Love in the Club Part 2 with Lil Wayne and Beyonce. Very dope, very controversial, quote unquote remix because this kind of unofficially started the situation between Carrie Hilson and Beyonce. Y'all can look that up. Number 17 is Can You Help Me? Which that one came, I want to say that one came from the 8701 album. Yeah, that came from 8701. Very, very, very dope. I think Jimmy Jam and Taylor Lewis did that one. Number 16, Here I Stand. Very soulful kind of track. You know, Here I Stand is to me is his most underrated album. Number 15
Yeah.
is There Goes My Baby for Raymond versus Raymond. You know what I'm saying? I've had mixed feelings about this album. I still have mixed feelings about this album to this day. But this
Mm.
is like one of the stronger tracks on this album. Number 14 is Burn. You know, this is a classic Usher joint from Confessions. You know, every time I think about this joint, I think about the Boondocks. So that's my thing right there. Number 13 is My Way, the title track off the 1987 album. Very, very, very dope. Number 12 is Caught Up from Confession. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very good song. I love the video, which paid homage to Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal. And number 19 is My Boo with Alicia Keys. One of the best R&B duets of all time. I mean, need I say more?
Facts. All right. Number 10 for me is Without You, the David Guetta single. Really love that joint. It's like an EDM joint, and that to me is like one of his biggest hits from that EDM era. Um, Number 9 for me was Can You Get With It, produced by Devontae Swing of Jodeci, and that was on the first Usher album, and that was like I think that was the first single from that album. That was like one of my favorite songs in what was that 94 that came out 95, and number 8 for me was My Boo with Alicia Keys. That was on the special edition for Confessions, and he had like bonus like other new bonus tracks on that edition. I love that joint. Produced by Jermaine Dupri. He's actually supposed to be performing that tonight at the Super Bowl with Alicia. So that's the rumor. Number 7 for me was Climax from Looking for Myself. The first single from that album, and that's like my favorite song from that album. Number 6 for me was Moving Mountains, an underrated ballad, in my opinion, from Usher and from that Here I Stand album, and I enjoyed that song, and even the video was visual. I enjoyed that. Number 5 for me was Papers. One of my favorites from the Raymond versus Raymond album, and him talking about his divorce at that time. Number 4 for me was the Throwback remix featuring Jadakiss from the Confessions album. Really love that song. I wish the remix was on that song on that album. They should have added that as a bonus track, but that was like one of my joints. Number 3 for me was Hey Daddy, Daddy's Home, from the Raymond vs. Raymond album, classic record. Number 2 for me was Nice and Slow. Really love that song. Produced by Jermaine Dupri, and Usher's rapping on it. You got the iconic rap. It's USHERRA. Fire, fire. Love the video with Kamora, a young Kamora Lee in that video. And number 1 for me is You Make Me Wanna. I've always loved this song. This was like really when I really became an Usher fan. Like I was a fan of him like from the first album, but when he came back out with You Make Me Wanna, and having that be the first single from My Way, and he was more grown up, and it was just a dope song. The chorus is catchy, the beat by Jermaine, the guitar licks, the video where he's like stepping out of his Jordan breads, and it was just dope. It was just a dope. This was like a do-rag Usher, Usher with the waves and shit, and he had like the U chain and all that back then in '97. And just a great
Right.
song, man. I never get tired of hearing it, and it's always been my favorite song from My Way. So
That's a dope list.
yeah, thanks.
All right. So my number 10 is You Don't Have to Call from the 8701. You know what I'm saying? So many quotables coming from that line and shit like that too. I love the video. That's definitely one of the standout tracks from 8701. Track number 9 is Can You Get With It from the first album. I've
Thanks.
always said his first album is his most underrated album, if you ask me. Cause
Oh yeah.
a lot it might not be aged well these days because Puffy was behind it, and we all know the situation with that. But I'm not gonna get into that in this channel. But yeah, this one right here, that mid '90s R&B group that I fucking love.
Mhm.
And track number 9, Can You Get With It? Oh, excuse me, track number 8, Slow Love. Again, another one from the first album.
Ooh.
Nice ballad. One vocally, one of his best from that album. Track number 7, You Remind Me. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope track. One of his signature songs on this album. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just him fighting temptations.
Mhm.
6, Yeah, featuring Lil Wayne and Ludacris. Classic joint right here. One of the best R&B hip hop collaborations of all time. That beat, every time that beat comes on, everyone just rushes to the dance floor.
Thanks.
Track, track number 5, One Day You'll Be Mine. My favorite track from my life album. You know what I'm saying? This one definitely
Mhm.
utilized the Isley Brothers sample that's been very, very, very famous in hip hop and R&B at that time. So this one was pretty good. Number 4, we got Simple Things. That's another underrated song right there. You know what I'm saying? And that song actually came from the Confessions album. You know what I'm saying? It has like a very slow mid tempo kind of groove to it. Usher just showcases his vocals. Number three, we got Nice and Slow. One of his best from the My Way album and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So number one, my number one favorite Usher song. Wait, excuse me. I skipped number two. Excuse me.
Okay.
Number two is Throwback. Yeah,
Mm.
Throwback. That's one of my favorite songs Usher's ever done. You know what I'm saying? He just kills that shit. Love that Just Blaze beat. Jadakiss definitely did one of his best verses. And number one is Confessions Part Two. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? This is the first song I think about when I think of Usher. You know what I'm saying? That whole Confessions album was just an R&B masterpiece. I don't think you'll ever top that.
Definitely. Is there any like honorable mentions you have? Oh no.
Um, hmm. I don't really have any honorable mentions this time around. To be real with
I mean, there's a couple. Say What You Want from the Zaytoven album, A. That was like my favorite song from that project that nobody ever mentions. I don't know why. You can actually check out that review that me and Reg did when that dropped, like I think it was like 2018, 2019. That came out. I enjoyed that project. It was like 7 songs, 8 song EP. Um She Came to Give It to You with Nicki Minaj. That was another 12-inch single that was never released on any albums, but produced by Pharrell. I enjoyed that song. Um, what
you.
else? Uh, Let me see. Oh yeah, Call Me a Mac, like you mentioned. I forgot all about that joint. Call Me a Mac was dope from Poetic Justice soundtrack. You know, Trading Places from Here I Stand. That was a good one. Even the title track for Here I Stand, I enjoyed that one. There's a lot. Usher got a crazy discography. Like there's too many to mention, but I felt like this was. I just wanted to just do like a top 20 or best 20 Usher songs, and people they can put their own favorite songs of Usher in the comments below. You know, and there's just a lot. Tell me your favorite Usher album. But this was fun. I'm gonna definitely drop this on Super Bowl Sunday right before the game starts. You know what I'm saying? And I hope everybody have a safe and happy and great Super Bowl Sunday. And I'm gonna definitely be back with more shit, more new shit for 2024. Thank you, Reg, as always. Also, in my description, I'm gonna put I made a Usher playlist on Spotify. It's 45 tracks of different classic records, remixes, B-sides, some collabs that he's done with other artists. So, check that out. It's my first playlist on Spotify, and I'm gonna be doing more playlists throughout the year for different artists. So I'm gonna check the link in the description. So thanks, Reg.
No problem, boss. Thank
All
you
right,
so much
man.
for inviting.
No doubt.
All right, peace.
Peace.